morning. Guten Morgen. Okay. Oh, you can create polls now. Oh, that's so easy. When did that get added? Interesting. They're working on the YouTube chat, huh? On the live chat. They are. Dina, hello. Good morning. So just getting set up here. I'm gonna do a short little stream today. Short, cute little stream. Okay, where are we at? All right. What was I doing? What was I doing yesterday? Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna do about this. I'm trying to get rid of all this commented out code and move it to where it's supposed to go now. But I have these two functions being called right here, both on the task handler, and I'm kind of like, what's the point? Why do I need two of these? One just returns an interact payload, you know? I should probably just make the other return it and then just have one function. I'm thinking that's what I need. Because also the colony data, it's so weird. It wasn't, I've never noticed this before. But this scenario right here, such a weird scenario. Also, let me turn on my fucking mouse tracking thingo. This thing here, like, apparently you can't, like, because colony data here, because this variable is const, I cannot use a building from this array and assign it down here. I've never known that. Because, like, in so many const functions, I have been able to, like, call, like, non-const functions and shit or something on, I thought it was just members on the current class. I thought that was it. But I guess const parameters may be slightly different. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. I think we should get rid of get interact payload. And just do it all in one function. I don't really see a point anymore. And to get interact payload, what's happening first? Hoist. As my grandpappy used to say. Handle task. Handle it. Okay, good morning everyone. Good morning. Welcome in. Okay, so I need to copy all of this over. Let me grab that. Let's just do this bit by bit here. Grab that. I guess I need to, well, I gotta update that. Update that. Guess let's just like return empty here. We can just do a find and replace. Isabella, hello. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, and so I think right here is where I'll need to start splicing this in here. So if we get to the end, task failed, finished. Hasty Wasty, welcome into you as well. Acoustic Peter, hello. Hello everyone. I am updating my little colonist task handler. And how the fuck you understand this? I wrote it. I hope I understand it. If I don't, then no one does. Yeah, I wrote all this. Yeah, I have gotten that question. Like, whenever I tell someone, you know, whenever I tell a normie, okay, whenever I tell a normie I'm a software engineer or a computer programmer or something, they're like, how do you know what it all means? I'm like, well, I wrote most of it. I should hope I know what it means. And you know what? A lot of times I don't, so it's a fair question. But the short answer is there are things that, you know, like, for instance, f vector distance squared. I didn't write that function. But I can control click on it, and I can see what it does. I can see the internals of it. And it's all turtles all the way down, basically. So it's all, eventually you'll get to a point where you're just interacting with the programming language functions, and there are documentation for that. So you can just look at the documentation. Plenty of questions asked and answered online as well that you can use to get an understanding of what each thing does. And if all else fails, you just guess and check, right? You just use it and see what it outputs, you know? Wanna name something for an edit? Are you asking me a question? I don't think, if you're asking me a question, I don't think I want to participate. I have enough trouble naming my own variables. Okay, so if task target, so yeah, and I want to rename that to target type. So Shift F6, task target type. I do want the core redirect there. Thank you. Because task target sounds like it's the target actor or something. And so this is going to need to be here. Because we do some error handling, basically. You can name anything and I will create an edit for it. Okay, how about nothing? Let's see what you can do with nothing. Show me your true creative chops. Give me an edit about nothing. That's a true developer, what you just say. I work at Cynic in Denmark as a QA analysis, so that's true. You just have to read a lot of code, to fully understand. Yeah. Yep, a lot of code is read far more than it is written. That is rule number 1. Well, maybe not rule number 1, but it's up there. It's up there. And this runs like... Yeah, and I'm wondering, like... Might not have been... Okay. I suppose we can grab transform data here. Building is already there. We can just do if building. Should already be there. Now, yeah, this is gonna run every time, but it already was, and it was working fine. So I don't know if I want the interact with payload to change over the course of this task. I'm not sure if I would want that. Yeah, because it could technically, especially with some of the other... Yeah, like if task type is not equal to target, this is me finding the closest building. And maybe let's write that as like a little helper function. Do a building object actor star find closest building. Yeah, find closest unbuilt building. Why are you... There we go. I will probably need... Do I need anything more than that? Entity location. Do I have entity? I guess we can just pass in entity location. Might as well we can just delete this function now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Vilrenith, welcome. I'm looking forward to working as a network engineer. I want to know what languages I should learn. I don't know, whatever languages are used at your job. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what a network engineer would use. I would encourage you to go look at some job descriptions for jobs that you would want if you don't have one already. If you do have one already, just figure out what they use. But if you don't, just look at some job descriptions for jobs you would want to do and figure out what some of the most common languages are. And learn those. Wait, entity look. Did I not copy that over? No, I didn't. Okay, but now I just need transform data. I guess I should probably just pass in the location. Transform data. F vector to location. And this can really be, let's make this like a static function. Static. I suppose, I mean, honestly, make this even more generic. You colony controller for the colony. I mean, I might even have this. Do I have a function like this on the colony controller? Oh my god, I do. I rewrote it. Get closest unbuilt buildings to... Well, this takes in an actor. Where am I using this at? Hello? Am I using it ever? One blueprint usage. That's going to be annoying to replace. Oh, it's in my old AI tasks. So yeah, I don't care about those. So let's pass in a location instead. Yeah, we'll reuse that. We will reuse that. How do I say that? Marky108, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Willkommen, mein Freund. Oh, yeah, and here I'm checking for is construction allowed. I wasn't doing that. I would have messed that up if I didn't use that. Okay, so yeah, actually just get rid of that. Get rid of it. And then here becomes task target actor equals colony data belongs to colony, get closest unbuilt buildings to location, then becomes the entity location, which do I still have that? No. Well, I can just do transform data, transform.get location. A little messy here. Oh, it's an array. Okay. unbuilt buildings. If we have some... No, I don't want all that. If we have some... We have at least one. Return it. So it should be... Because it should be in order. Should be in order. What are you building? Working on a video game. I'm working on a RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain. I can show that here once I get this all ironed out here. Just kind of moving some things around. So once this can compile, which maybe it can compile, but let me double check now to make sure. Task not started. Yeah, set the default acceptance radius. And I mean, maybe I only do all of this if task is not started so that it doesn't change. Yeah, but then the interact payload would just get set. So I don't think I can actually do that. Honestly, that should probably be... Probably not do that unconditionally because it's gonna... Yeah, it's gonna... I guess I could pass the interact with payload in and then update it. Is it a... It can be passed by ref. Let me read here. So if it's not equal to target, set the target. If task is target, the target actor is already set. And then we cast it to a building. If we don't have a building, you know, just return or whatever. Is it C++? It is. It is Unreal Engine C++, which is have a special flavor. It's got a whole reflection system built on top of it with garbage collection and bugs. It's wonderful. I think this will work now, though. Is this Copilot? I do have Copilot. What we're looking at is Writer, though. Copilot is just a plugin. So some of the autocompletes are from Copilot. Okay, we'll see if it compiles. It does not. Because I need to update this and get rid of that. Handle task. Oh yeah, you need to return. You need to return something. Okay. Let's try that again. How do you like it? It could be better. It's not the greatest at game development. It's not the greatest at Unreal Engine C++. Just kind of a specific thing, but better than not having it. It kind of sucks at some inline autocompletes. Yeah, so I wish it worked a bit better. But it handles boilerplate quite nicely. For the most part. Sometimes it's just like, it should know what to autocomplete, and it can't figure it out. Rohit, hello, welcome in. Yeah, so I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite game with procedural destructible terrain and AI-generated quests. Right now, I've been working on some colonist tasks. I've kind of recreated the infrastructure for it. I've had them working in the past, but I created my own ECS system for my entities to efficiently run them. You know, thousands and thousands and thousands of them all around the world, regardless of if the player is there or not, close or nearby. And I've had to rewrite all of my tasks for that. And then I'm like, kind of, even on top of that, I kind of improved the infrastructure a little bit. So now I have this kind of, these handler modules that I can pop in and out for specific tasks. And right now I was looking at the construction task that I can send a colonist to go construct something, and it's got the proper logic to do so. And I can easily swap that out with something else if I want to. Or if maybe there's different logic for different colonists or something like that. So we have that. Procedural terrain is probably the most exciting part of what I've built so far. We can take a peek at that. I don't remember if this is a good seed or not. Oh yeah, this is this seed. Okay, so here's the procedural terrain. There it goes. And there's these individual zones that are surrounded by mountains. That's kind of how it works. Oh, and I spawned in... Yeah, I spawned in the cave. I forgot about that. Why short stream? Oh, I just got a lot to do today. I'm a bit busy today. Let's, there we go. Pop out of the cave here. Oh my god, what happened there? Okay, stuck the landing. Nice. Okay, yeah, so here's the world. Oh my gosh, what's happening? We're spawning a bunch of entities, so it gets a little gnarly when that happens. Here's the world map though. And the different colors mean, right now they mean different biomes, but I'm gonna have more than just these colors. We'll probably end up doing it differently, and right now I only really have 2 different sets of biome assets. And so in the future I'll need to make some more of those, and each zone here has like a different terrain noise. It's all like kind of parameterized terrain noise, and then they should blend together. But I only have like 4 or 5 different bits of terrain noise. So you can see here it's a little bit bumpier, rockier in this zone, but it's like nice and flat in this zone. This is either my swampy or meadowy terrain noise, and this is kind of like, you know, bumpy, rocky. And then over here is like large mountains terrain noise. What, you playing? This is the game I'm working on. Whoa, 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 what happened here? What the frick? So they change into actors when they get close, and I guess the actor is fucking wrong. What? When did that happen? What happened to the NPC character, huh? What did you do to the NPC character? Oh yeah, it didn't compile because of task target. Oh my god, I fucking did a, yeah, I did that. I did the redirect. Okay, does it work now, I wonder? There we go, now it works. Okay, we fixed it. So yeah, you can't tell that they switched from an instant static mesh to an actor. And we're gonna keep it that way. There's caves. There will be, you know, some a la Minecraft, you know, ore and monsters and stuff down here to make it interesting. For now, there's not really a whole lot down there, but it's fun. It's fun to look at. And is there any zone entrances here? I guess over there. I'd have to go... So the white dots are entrances, because there's borders around each zone. Each zone has a name as well, so it'll be like kind of like a distinct kind of area. This is Bitterwind Pass. This is Brackish Sea, Frost Shadow Ridge, Night's Rest, Redwood Fortress, Cobalt Warrens, Ironclad Peaks, you know. So it's going to be a little different than the procedural generation from something like Valheim or Minecraft or No Man's Sky. Because they just kind of have, the way they do their procedural generation is that they have this kind of noise function that outputs all these values, which I have one too, but they let that noise function determine the biomes and come up with the biomes. And I'm kind of doing it backwards, where I come up with the biomes first, and then I decide what goes in those biomes, and then I blend it all together. I'm doing it a bit backwards, and we're going to see how that goes. And I think it'll allow me to be a little bit more, to have a little bit more control, and to come up with like specific names for this kind of stuff, right? Because like if you think about Minecraft or something, the biomes just kind of seamlessly blend from one to another. You know, there's like the forest, it goes into a meadows, it goes into, you know, like some mountains or some shit. And they don't, the zones don't have names. They're just kind of there in the world, right? The NPCs don't really have knowledge of where they're at in the world. They're not like grounded in the world, and that's what I want to do a lot better, because the Colony Sim side of my game is really heavily inspired by RimWorld. And so I want these colonists to kind of understand where they are, what kind of zone they're in, what's around them, that kind of thing. So when I generate the AI quests, which I do have proof of concepted, but when I generate those quests, I'll give it information about the zone that they're in, right? Like this is Frost Shadow Ridge, which isn't a great, these are all just like random AI names, so they're not great, right? They don't match here. But imagine, you know, let's find a foresty type name, Phantom Grove. That's like a swampy forest, maybe. Swampy forest type zone. Heartwood Forest, there we go. So imagine if this zone was called Heartwood Forest, I could say, hey, there's a zone called Heartwood Forest, you know, it's kind of medium-ish size, it does have a bunch of dense forest, it's got some open glades, and it's got some big caves, a few big caves, you know, I could say something like that to the AI. And that way the characters, when they generate the quests and stuff like that, they kind of understand where they are in the world. I can make quests that are a little bit more grounded. Did you implement your own complete AI system for the tasks? Something like utility AI. I'm not sure what that is. I'm just using state trees. And just building the AI tasks myself. You use Voxel plugin for the caves, or you modified the landscape in C++? Neither. Yeah, the Unreal Engine landscape does not do runtime, can't do runtime edits or anything. I don't use the Voxel plugin. I have 3 different compute shaders. I have a height map compute shader with a bunch of logic in it, a bunch of specific rules for generating the height map and doing blending and biome stuff and mountains. I have another one that generates the 3D noise for the caves. So that generates like the noodle noise, which will be like these kind of tunnels, and then it also generates what Minecraft calls cheese caves, like the big blob caves. And so those 2 noises get intersected together in that compute shader. And then I have a third compute shader, which is kind of a customized marching cubes algorithm that connects them all together. And then I take those and I put them into, I take that vertex and index data, and I put it into individual dynamic mesh components, and to build out my terrain chunks. That's how it works. It is slightly voxelized. It is like, you know, marching cubes is a voxel algorithm, but the terrain deformations and stuff, like nothing is inherently reliant upon voxels. So when I like deform the terrain, which we'll see if I have it like proof of concepted at the moment. It doesn't look good or anything, but we'll see if I can get it to, because it doesn't like actually even work. There we go. So that deformed the terrain. So that does not line up with a voxel, right? And nor will it when it's actually working well. You can see all the verts that it created. And yeah, I don't need that many verts created for deforming the terrain, so it's pretty bad. But that's just suffice to say, just like it's not clamped to a voxel resolution, and even the way that I stitch the height map and the 3D noise together, it does not stitch together like in a voxel specific size or resolution or anything. So it is like, if you look at just like this is kind of voxely, right? But it's not inherently, I guess I should say. Teach me, bro. I can't wait another year for GTA 6. I'll just make it myself. Oh, buddy. My sweet summer child. How long do you think I've been working on this? And the nav mesh failed. Okay, this is why I need to build from source. I need to start editing the source code. It's like all you literally need to do is check if this is valid, and then that'll stop happening. I don't know why. Don't know why Epic decided to not do a validity check on this polygon. That is initialized to 0. Can you tell me your GitHub? I want to see your projects. I'm curious now. I don't really put any projects on GitHub, so There wouldn't really be anything to see. At least not public. There's no public projects on there. Happy to go over any of these systems in more detail though. Or show you any part of it. Trying to learn game design, watching the process is helpful, even if I only understand about half what's going on. Keep up the good work. Yeah, like I said, happy to go over anything in more detail if you have any questions or anything. We're working on colonist tasks today though, so I need to pop in here and see if these still work. This is my test level here. And this is just so I don't have to like generate all of the procedural terrain, you know, every time I want to test something. I'm gonna have this guy join my colony. You need to construct that. And he did. Yay. It works. Okay, let me look at his, like state here. Okay, do you have like the right entity data? Did your shit get reset? Current task. Yep, we're all good. We are all good. So that still works. And he shouldn't like try to go back and like edit it or anything. Good. Okay, so he's just doing his wander logic here. So that's good. Good, Anakin. Good. Okay, so this is I don't know if, yeah, this part might not work, but we still need extra UI stuff for that. So we might do that real quick. Let me look at this. Do I need to like, ooh, yeah, I need to do like the get desired PCG points and stuff. You think, do I want to do this? Should I just delete this and move on? Well, no, I have some logic in here I don't really want to get rid of until I'm ready. Until I'm ready. So really, generate interaction points. Wait, where do I do that at? Okay, we just move that down. Okay, yeah, so this, if current task duration equals once. Yeah, I guess I need logic for when it finishes, whether or not to like clear it. Because if it's duration once, then we would just clear it when it gets finished. So I need to do that logic too. If there's a component, yeah, this is just like generic stuff. I don't know. The closest points to initiated location. Yeah, so I guess the forage logic doesn't work anymore. So they're gonna run around and they can't find food. That doesn't work anymore. I don't want to commit. Let's commit what I have, and I'll go ahead and commit the comment, the giant blob of comment. My commit's huge. It's 37 files. That is a massive commit. Okay. This is like an entire interaction plus colonist task state tree refactor. Let's say refactor. Interaction, interface, and colonist task system to work better for state trees. Commit anyway and push. Okay. So now we have a nice clean slate, and that feels good. Let me look at real quick the hangy state tree. Let me look at the hangy state here. So you are find path, move to, interact with object. Okay, no, we just do the environment query tasks, so that should still, never mind, that should still work. We're good. We're still good. What about sleepy? What about the sleepy tree? Okay, yeah, I think we're actually still good there. So the colonist task is only used in one spot. Process colonist task. Okay, yeah, what do I want to do here? I guess I can make the forage task, although my test level doesn't have anything to forage, so maybe I'll have to set that up. Either I have to set that up, or we should just do the serialized terrain, which maybe is a better test anyway. It'll just take a little bit longer. But while I have it in my head, let's go ahead and think about, like, setting this to finished. And I think that this should handle it. So let me actually think about this. So interact with the object. We do set the task in progress there. And then we set it finished in here. When does that happen in relation to when either one of these happens? That I need to know. I need to know which order these happen in. Okay, let's get back over there. Okay, join me, do task, construct, and give me the state tree. Do it. Okay, so we get here, we update the current task. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't need that one. I didn't need to see that one, really. Oh, and I guess I should check if it's not equal to... I mean, it's gonna set it, but like that doesn't really hurt anything, right? Yeah, let's get that out of here. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so we get here. Okay, so we get to the handler first, actually. So that's actually good. That's good. That'll work for what I have in my head right now. And I don't think, do we ever get here is the question. No, we don't. Okay, so yeah, let's, we can get rid of that. Just delete all that fucking code, which is great. No one loves deleting my own code more than me. Okay, I don't think we need to do anything else there. I really just need to, yeah, it just needs to let me know when it's started. When it's like interaction in progress or whatever. Okay, perfect. So then when we get here, I can do special logic for like, if once or whatever, right? So maybe I need some like logic for like, is finished or something. Is task finished? I put that on the task itself? I don't know. The logic will be, I guess, similar. For every task type. Duration. Target radius. Duration current, duration target. Now I guess that's different. I guess that's different. I'm thinking how I want to write this. Forever until time until amount. I guess it would be like until amount. It was target, right? Or I guess it would be once, but that's just until amount 1. Right, do I need once? I'm gonna delete once. And that's just gonna be until amount. And I guess there is some base logic I can do to kind of prep the current task here. Current task. We'll do some like common logic here, I suppose. And I may pop this out into a function, but we'll see what it looks like. If colony data current task dot task target type equals target, then I want to go ahead and set, or rather maybe this should be set in blueprints. Handle task target selected. Start select target mode within radius. Okay, I didn't finish that, did I? And then I guess it's on interact, right? Is when we like finish the select target, yeah. Honest task. I should set duration target. Until amount, duration target 1. Duration current should always be 0 at this point. But now we don't need to like prep that in the task here. Is that okay? Is that what I want? Because then I'm gonna have to make sure that I do that. I have to make sure that I do that everywhere. I don't know, I kind of like just having it in here so I don't have to worry about it and it's the same all the time. Duration equals until amount. Duration target 1. And then I guess let's just make sure. This can happen every time. Or maybe I should check if it's not started and then do all this. Some initialization. If colony data current task dot task status equals not started, because we set it to moving there. Trying to think of what else I would need to. I guess task initiated at location is another one. Do I have transform data here? No, I don't. It is what I would want it to be. So there. Target active, blah, 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 blah. That's all good. Task status. I don't like that that's down there. I want that up there. I don't think I need that anymore. On chop tree miss. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Okay, I think that's all the initialization I need to do, actually. So we initialize the task. Handle task. Yeah, and then that goes into the construction handler. Mister, what are you doing? Hang on one sec. My dog was like throwing up around the corner. He's just licking his lips very aggressively. I wish I could learn. I don't know how to start. Type it into Google. How to start game dev. There are tons and tons and tons of resources on the internet for you to start anything, not just game dev. Okay, so I need to check now if we are finished. This is the, I'm going to do the logic for are we finished with this task, which may be, kind of sounds like something that should belong in the entity task utils. These are supposed to be static. Not using them at all, but they're supposed to be. Static bool is task finished. So let's just grab colony data. Or rather, colony data and probably the F colony colonist task. Task to handle, sure. Do I need that strongly imported, or can I just do struct? Or we can forward declare it. I can do is task finished, is task failed. And when am I going to increment this thing? I guess here would be the increment. But I guess every... Yeah. This makes sense. This makes sense. So I do if else I do task to handle dot current duration current plus equals 1 here. And then that's when I need to do the if u entity task utils is task finished. Colony data task to handle. Why are you mad at me? Member is in a, oh, they're all private. Oops. Okay, there we go. And so then I do if we're finished. We could return empty now. I mean, it doesn't really, like, if I set the task to finish and then return empty, it doesn't really, like, Don't really do anything, right? Okay. If we're not finished, I think we just fall through and then do this again, right? Test target type not equal to target. Yeah, I guess I need to rerun this code here. Because then this will be the case where we're doing multiple. This is the case where we're doing multiple buildings here. So I guess I wonder if I just fall through. Here I actually need to probably change the target to null or something. If building is built. So the task target actor. Okay. I think I might just let it rerun. And we'll see what happens. But let's do task to handle, do task target actor, make it just set it to null. And it should pick it up next time around, right? Because it'll just get, it'll skip all this, right? It'll skip all this. Yeah, but we're going to exit this task and we're not going to have anywhere to move. That's the problem. It feels weird that I have to like do this again, basically. Transform data, get okay. Let's go ahead and create a variable for that. It doesn't make sense to not do it. Yeah. Yes. Do that there. Yeah, sort location. We can just pass that directly in now. Okay, it's a bit cleaner. Bit cleaner. Yeah, I just feel weird about like a rerun. I mean, I can just put this into the tiniest of tiny functions, I suppose. It's already in a function though. It's like already our only 2 lines of code, basically. It's like how much tinier could you want it? It's so small. So I guess we plus equals 1. Wait, hang on, undo that. So we set as a null pointer, plus equals 1 is task finished, which will have that logic. If it's not finished, let's do an else if there is no task to handle dot target actor. We do that. Let's do that. And then before I forget, let's go ahead and fill this out. So is task finished? I guess just return task to handle dot duration current greater than or equal to. What are you mad at? Oh, duration target, duration targets. I guess like it was task to handle dot duration. Again, I want that to let's refactor that to duration type to be a bit more clear. What are my options here? Until amount, forever. Oh boy, forever probably needs to set the duration target to -1. So let's initialize it to -1. Duration current, initialize that to 0. Task duration count until time. Now that's going to be an interesting one. I guess I need a task started at time then, right? Yeah. Oh boy, the Rust fanboys are here. Everyone hide your cat ears. Yeah, so until time, if duration type equals until time, then I can just return task to handle dot task started at time. I guess I need like the world context, but I can get that from colony data, I suppose. So if I need the elapsed time equals I can't even spell elapsed. There we go. This is writer. JetBrains. Get world. Get what is it? Get time seconds. There we go. Minus the task started at time will be the elapsed time. So then we just return elapsed time. Yeah, greater than or equal to the duration target, which will be the time at that point. So we have it there. I guess I could probably switch case, actually, which might be a bit cleaner. So task to handle dot, can I get some autocompletes, please? Thank you. Duration type, case, sure. No, that was actually bad. Until time, return, rather there, we don't need the break. Okay, so case, what's our next one? Until amount. I guess I need the default. Default is just return false, I guess, on default. And then this one will be the until amount. Doesn't really make sense to do the once anymore, because now we only have task duration is until amount, a current amount, until time, which let's switch those. Stay in order. And then forever, which is basically the default case. And then we need to actually set the task initiated at time. Task initiated at oh, I did started at. Let's keep the same nomenclature. Keep it consistent. You know, consistency is good, right? I think we can all agree. Use the word initiated at time. Sure, core redirect, why not? Equals context get world. Wait, you had it, there we go, perfect. Okay. Of course, duration target is kind of like a, if it's -1, that means forever, which will return false always, so we don't need to worry about incrementing that. We just increment duration target, or rather current. Wait, where is current duration? Duration target, duration current. Yeah, okay. Which is always initialized to 0. We handle task. We only increment that when the task has successfully done a building, in this case. Where the hell did I put that? here. And then we increment, we check if it's finished. If it is, just return there. Otherwise, I'm going to keep that else there, even though it's not necessary, just because I want myself to visually see that this case only happens if this one does not. Even though there's a return there. Just want to make sure. I think it makes it a bit more clear. If we have some unbuilt buildings... Dude, I guess if we don't have a target actor here, we're done. We should be done here. Right? So there's an else condition here, and that else condition... This is like, no more buildings to construct. Mark task is finished. Yeah. So that means just redo... let's just specifically say no more buildings to construct. Okay. All right, let's see if this compiles. Rebuild. I think we're basically good to go there for the logic on constructing multiple buildings, but I still need to wire up like the UI for it so I can actually select that option. Okay, it doesn't. It does not. Initialization of elapsed time is skipped by default. Label. What? What? Do you want? What do you want? Do you want like brackets or something? Like what? What's your deal? Okay, yeah, it wanted brackets, I guess. I didn't realize you needed to do that. I thought that was optional there. Okay. Yeah. Can I refresh all nodes? You're really okay. I had to manually refresh that. That was very nice of you, Unreal Engine. Duration type until amount 1. And why are you mad over here? Yeah, so just refresh. There we go. Okay, let me look at your options here. I'll join my colony. Do task. Yeah, I guess you need to select the target first. I could just say like forever, because I haven't done any of the target stuff yet. Within radius would be the easiest one to do. Let's do within radius right now. Do I have a handler for that already? Where is the root interaction option? So it'll be the colonist task options on task target selected. Handle task target selected. Ah, yes, the within radius, the thing that I said that I did not complete. Yes, of course. Yes. Yeah, so let's just finish this real quick. Make task duration options, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I need to set some information on the colonist task. And I need to set... Ooh, the coffee is kicking in, I gotta say. The duration type, no, we just want to set the target radius. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave that like that for now. Because I would have to create a UI to like display a user input radius or something. Ooh, I just thought of a pretty cool UI for it though. Just thought of a pretty cool UI for it, though. It's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain, though. We do target radius. I also need to set... Oh, we already set the target type. Okay, so we just set the radius then there. Make the task duration options. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so then when we select that, handle task duration selected. I want to put a breakpoint here. Let me make sure that's correct. It is correct. So it sets that and then nothing happens. So when he sets that, we should be done with the interaction, essentially. We should be done with the interaction. So we should like, should we just call end interaction, I think? You're not in select target mode. Which I think I'll need to call something else. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, I think I just call end interaction. Oh, and I never actually set the colonist data, do I? Set current task. Yeah, we need to do that for sure. For surezies. God, I hate blueprint noodles. I hate them so much. They're quite annoying to organize. Okay, compile that. Okay, so now he should like end and basically, I think this is just gonna probably fail immediately. Well, I guess it'll fail immediately if I don't have any buildings to build. Then radius forever. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, he didn't move. Oh, well, he did build all three. He did build all three. He just didn't move to it. That's funny. Good job, though, buddy. Thank you. Okay, so we need to move. We need to move. Okay. So I need some logic for that. That makes sense. That makes sense. If it equals not started, I will need to set it to moving. Yeah, because that was actually getting reset every time. Which I guess didn't hurt anything before, but now it will. And then in handle task, yeah, I need to like basically I need to change the state here. Task to handle dot task status. I mean, do I set it back to task not started? No. I set it to moving to task. And then that way it's, because it would be in progress at this point. And so I think then, actually, let me think about this. This should maybe... I think this state, we need to exit the whole state. It needs to, like... Yeah, they need to re-trigger their state tree, basically. Yeah, and the current task... Excuse me. The current task would stay the same, because that exists outside of the state tree. So actually, I think I return, like, success here. I think I return success here when this happens. Yeah, because that would just re-trigger everything. Yeah, so I think we don't need to do this. So I would go... We would get back here, basically. And yeah, it would hit that the next time around. It would hit that next time around. Task status equals task finished. And then what is... Task status finished. It would just return succeeded. Should it return succeeded? I should reset the task here too, or something somewhere. Do I do that somewhere already? But I mean, I guess we would probably get there or something. Yeah, I think I return... I return the empty interact payload. A task status would equal moving to task, which would mean... we'd return running. So... yeah, that's the issue. I don't want to mark the task as like finished or something, because it's not actually. There's potentially more to do. And there's two different, like I have a colonist task, and then there's also a state tree task, and they're two different things, so it's probably a little confusing to listen to. Let me look at the state tree real quick. Okay, so here's the colonist task stuff. If we fail, we go to the next state. So we want to return success when there's more to do, because we'll go back up to root, we'll check all the higher priority things, we'll get back down to colonist task, and we'll redo the movement, which is what was getting skipped. Which is what is getting skipped. But I do want to... should I pass in a return type here? A state tree. I kind of didn't want this to have any state tree specific knowledge on it. Task finished, task failed, otherwise return running. My task options are not started, moving to, In progress, finish failed. We initialize it there to moving to if task is in progress. No, we want to switch it back to move to, yeah, how do I want to handle it? I think I need to add something else to this function. Yeah, I think it needs to return a state tree run status, which is kind of annoying. So now this function signature is just getting like larger. Maybe I should just give it the, if I'm gonna have it return, I'm gonna have it return a state tree run status, I might as well just give it the state tree context as well. I was trying to avoid that, so I can make these nice and generic, but it kind of seems like they're just gonna be, they're too inherent. And if I don't make them, if I don't couple them tighter, it's just going to be more and more difficult to read, because I'm going to have to do things very generically and like seemingly with no reason. So I guess I could return state tree status, pass in the interact with payload as a ref, just like the current task. I don't know. And I also did current task as a parameter when, like, I don't know that I would ever use these not for whatever the current task is on colony data, right? Let's, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be colony data, it's gonna be context. Context has world on it, so we don't need that. And then it's going to be the interact with payload as a ref, and it's going to return state tree run status. Return. I gotta call it status. Return status. There we go. And then, yeah, I guess I just return here, right? Why am I doing it? Returning the same thing in every switch case. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this needs to change to F state tree context. My state tree context, what was it? And I think maybe const. I feel like we probably shouldn't change the state tree context. Context, colony data, and then F interact with payload, which is the ref. Okay. So there's the new signature. Or declare the entity system state tree context. Can I? What am I? Entity state tree task base. Is that where I put it? Where do I put the context at? My entity system, there we go, there's the import. Excuse me. Where's the task at? There we go. No, that's not that's not the task. This is not the task. I want the task handler. There it is. I guess we do need to actually import that. Why are you mad at me? I'm right. Entity system, state tree task. That one works fine. Yeah, const ref for sure is what we would want there. What do you want from me? What do you want? I don't know what you want from me. Oh, you're still not returning the right type. Yeah, E, state tree run status. Can I forward declare it? I guess so. Hang on, let's see. What's include? I don't know why it thinks that I want that. That is not the import I want. That is never the import that I want. State tree task base, I suppose. State tree execution types is the proper import for that. Oh boy. Figuring out imports. Return. Return failed. Why are you mad? You have the wrong return type. I get that. I get that. Now, why are you mad at me? Unable to find class delegate enum struct with name blah 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 blah. Why though? I had you imported and you didn't even like that. Do you? I wonder if you actually compile and Ryder is just lying to me. I kind of feel like Ryder is just lying to me right now. Does that build? I mean, of course, it won't build because of all this other shit. Right. Well, no, I guess it can't. I'm literally importing it. What more do you want from me? What more do you want from me? Oh, because it's blueprint callable. Oh. I wish it would say that. You are not blueprintable because you are not blueprintable. Oh, I hate blueprints so much. You just really, that's probably why I just passed in the context. Okay. Okay, back to passing in the world and the entity individually. World. I guess I don't need world because I can get it from colony data, actually. That's the nice thing about using U objects. That's the nice thing about using U objects there. So we're just going to do colony data, and then will be F interact with payload, ref interact with payload. Cool. Okay, so now I gotta fix all this. It wants my soul. I guess so. No, it wanted blueprints. That's what it wanted, which I guess is kind of part of my soul. Like, we want you to compromise for blueprints. No! I have the high ground, Anakin! You can't win! Yeah, the task to handle. F colonist task. Let's make it a ref task to handle colony data turn current tab. Yep. Why are you mad now? Why are you mad now? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Return invalid task type, so we return failed. Task finished. Returned succeeded. I'm looking for a Mac at low budget. Give me some suggestions in rupee. No. Why would you? First of all, oh my god, so many things wrong with that. So many things wrong with the way you approach that. Like, one, assuming I would know, like, I'm just gonna go either one that I know, like, the current MacBook specs and prices, and that I would translate those into rupees for you. And, like, I know the budget, like, your budget and shit. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know rupees. I don't know if you can tell that by my accent, but I am not from India. So I don't fucking know rupees, man. Go look on the, why are you people asking those types of questions to a live streamer? Like, you can literally get an instantaneous answer to that question by searching Google. I don't get it, man. Why Mac is bad? Not even close to what I'm saying. Not even close to what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with Mac. It's wrong with the question. Why are you asking a streamer from the United States? I don't know your budget. I don't know the current price of MacBooks. I'm not a MacBook expert. Okay, I'm a game developer. And I don't know how to translate US dollars to rupees, which would mean that I have to go do that for you. No, you do that. You go do that. I'm not gonna fucking do that. And you didn't even ask. You just said, give me some suggestions and you demanded. You just demanded. There's so many things wrong with the way you approach that. Now, if you said, do you have any suggestions for me? For Max? You know, that's a fair question. But you're like, give me suggestions in my country's currency that you are clearly not from. Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox. My budget is like $500, I guess. Dude, you're missing the point, which is, don't ask a live streamer for type that into Google. Type that into Google. $500 MacBook. Type that into Google. You will get an instant answer rather than waiting on a live streamer to do it for you. Like, probably Indians do not get taught these kinds of manners. It's often give instead of can you. Yeah, maybe it's a language or cultural thing. Maybe I shouldn't be too assumptive there. But yeah, I guess a learning experience. If in English, it's more polite to ask, formulate it in the form of a question. Chill Bengali incest. Yo, you are the one who needs to chill, my dude. Safe actually gave me some very insightful information. Or Saif, I don't know how to say that name. Saif, maybe. What's up? Been a couple of days. Still working, still cracking. And so I think, I need to succeed here. Return succeeded there. That's the whole reason I did this. Is task finished? We also succeed here, I think. And maybe I should even just... First of all, let's Ask ChatGPT. Yeah, even that's a better answer. But like ChatGPT doesn't know like the current market prices for fucking MacBooks, you know? Like, dude, literally, like, people want to like burn down a forest with a ChatGPT prompt rather than just Google something and click a few links. It's crazy. Like, the amount of overkill that AI is for so many problems that people use it for is insane. Like, dude, you're literally burning down forests. To like the energy needed to run all your shitty prompts and stuff. Crazy. Sorry, kind of on my bitchy queen soapbox this morning. Yeah, do I want to do this is task finished here? I should probably just like do something like this. And let's just pass in colony data if we're gonna be doing that. Colony data, current task. Yeah. Did you work at Blizzard for 8 years? I'm fucking about to. Say I won't, I fucking will. I'll do it. I'll do it. And I'll get my dad a job there first. I will be the first second generation, or no, I'll be the first third generation. I'll be the first Nepo baby at Blizzard. Current task, task status. If it's finished, return true. We don't even need to check the other stuff, right? Yeah, good, but maybe a bit overused right now. Yeah, definitely overused. The thing is, like, AI is like, it's kind of the shittiest solution to a problem. Like, it is such a brute force solution to a problem. That's crazy. I don't actually work for Blizzard, guys. I don't work for fucking Blizzard. It was a meme. It was a meme. I actually applied once. They fucking denied the hell out of me. Denied the hell out of me. Like, the kinds of things that AI are good at are like the ones that specific models do. Like the Nobel Prize that Demis Hassabis got for like the model that like discovered all those like genetic materials or whatever what it was. I forget what the organic materials. Like, that's the kind of thing AI is really good at. And, you know, like detecting cancer in brain scans. That's the thing that AI is really good at, right? You can write models there. That's really good. But it's like, is it really good for like writing code? Like, no, it's taking so much energy just to write some code. Like, and you're taking you're brute forcing the solution to the problem. Like, it's much better. Like, the more specific of a rules-based system you make, the more efficient and optimized it is going to be. Right? Because it's specifically handling those tasks, the better it's going to be. Like, yeah, for detecting cancer in brain scans, it's not really realistic to do that. But for so many things, you know, making a specific program to handle that case is going to be a million times more efficient. Gotta burn down another forest to build a data center, though. Is task finished? I should maybe move that to the top. Yeah, I want to move that to the top. Okay, I think we return succeeded. We just return early because like we don't need this information. And then we return running here because we want to go into the child state. We return succeeded because we want to go to the root. We return failed if we want to go to the next item. So yeah, go to root. Okay, I like this better. Do you compile? What have I missed? When AI sees this clip, you're cooked. I think AI is smarter than you all and would understand what I'm trying to get at here. Wait, no, that came off like I'm saying you guys are not smart and don't understand what I'm saying. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say like it's smart enough to know that like what I'm saying is actually a good thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, because I'm talking about conserving energy and not destroying the environment to run AI on things that it's completely unnecessary for, which I think AI would understand. Okay, let's see how much I broke here. Okay, let's just do the singular one. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Construct within radius forever. No, he's still not moving. Shit. Shit. Okay, let's rerun it with the visual logger and we can see what happens here. Virtual functions table is invalid. What the fuck is this trying to garbage collect? Transform data. I need to switch to using like weak pointers, man. Yeah, this is getting a little What are your thoughts on stop killing games? All for it. Don't really think it's realistic to get anything done. There are just too many variables, and I don't think there's a way you can write legislation that is realistic and meaningful that would have any impact. I think any way that you write any legislation will have very easy workarounds, unfortunately. But yeah, do I hope there are better consumer protection laws around owning what you purchase? Yeah, 100%. I do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Okay, so yeah, it's just some transform data was getting garbage collected. I don't know why. It shouldn't have been. Companies will find loopholes. Yeah, I mean, I read the FAQ and everything after all this drama, and like, it's like they have to give the game to the players in some playable state, but like, how do you define a playable state, right? Like, video, like that could just be like literally the test level that I'm looking at right now, you know? It's like, that's not actually the game that you paid for. And so it's like, okay, what percentage of features? It's like, how do you even define how much percent a feature is? Like, it's not... I don't think there's a whole lot that you can do. I also don't think that there's any way that you can encode what a video game is without also affecting software as a whole. And once you do that, you get the big players involved, you know, the Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Netflix, all these guys, which, you know, of course, are not going to want those laws passed. Of course. Okay, pause. How did I know it was getting garbage collected? Just from the stack trace, I saw a bunch of garbage collection related functions getting called. Okay, so this is the frame where it got completed, I'm pretty sure. I would like to show the target name. I don't have that in my data. No, never mind. It got finished here. Yeah, it got finished that frame. We never left the interact with colonist task object state. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed, like, bro, just 2 days ago you were doing the tree chopping. I wasn't doing... I did tree chopping long ago. Like, I was not doing tree chopping for a whole stream. I showed it on stream when people ask about the game. I was not working on that, though. I have been working on colonist tasks and colonist interaction for the past 2 weeks now. So we should have gotten here. I guess, yeah, I need to add the... I want to add duration target. Yeah, let's add another one of these. Current task category dot add. I want to see the task target actor on here. Did name safe? Yeah, that's good. I like that. Task target actor. What else do I want on here? Task target component maybe as well. Might as well since I'm already here. Give me a little bit more information. Okay, so we get a little bit more information there. But then what? Let's pontificate upon what might have happened here. I was hoping this would get hit. Now, when that return succeeded, that means the process colonist task gets returned succeeded. Do I return from there? I don't. That's the problem, right? This one has to return succeeded. Okay, so I do need to return here. That's the problem. Return success there. Set up a transition. On succeeded, go to root. Yes. And you don't have one, so you just like go to root. Yeah, I don't really need you to... I need you to fail. I don't necessarily need you to succeed, but I don't think it hurts anything. Let's try this again. And then let me get that, let me run live coding on that. Okay. Let's clear out the vlogger too. Okay, yeah, we look good. Did it go? I didn't see it. Okay. Join my colony. Let me throw down some stuff for you to build. Forever. He's still not moving. Do we at least have the additional information? We do. Okay, cool. Let me... Okay, so we're not actually getting here. This should have gotten hit, right? It's not getting there either. I don't think it is. Construct within radius forever. Why are we not... Hang on. Why are we not getting there at all? What is... Oh, because I set the new building. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I'm setting it to the new building before... What do I want to do about that? I could just put it afterwards. I guess I can see if it's not equal to target and task to handle status equals not started. I changed the task status here though. I can't even initialize it in here. I guess, should I change that? I guess I need to change that. Oh, that's so annoying. Like the interactions here are so annoying to get ironed out. And it's not even going to be equal to not started whenever... Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to help. That's not going to help. It's just building without walking after the first build. Yeah, we're not... Well, the state isn't succeeding. So what I want to happen... So we go here. Here's my process colonist task, which is where that handler is getting called from. Once we get the task and get it all, the interact payload all filled out, pass that to the move to, so that it knows how to move there, interact with it, wait for it to get done. The process colonist task is getting called on tick as well, so that knows should pick up when it's done. And the task might be to only construct one. In that case, we can mark the task as finished, and we can return success from this task. Hello. Welcome in. John C.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream, and what were you up to?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What the dog doing?
Okay, it's over. It's over. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Tell us about your stream. Hope it went well. What kind of stream do you do? We're working on some game dev here. I'm doing an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain. So here is that. I'm just working on colonist tasks today, so spending more time in the test level. But here's the fun stuff. Here's the fun level. For those who are joining, welcome in. And I'll have AI-generated quests as well. So I spawned in a cave. Let me get out of the cave. Right now I have no way to do that other than just clicking somewhere and teleporting. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna fall and hit a tree, I guess. There we go. Okay. But yeah, here's my world. I have different, here's the world, this is the world map. Different biomes, different zones. There will be different like PCG graphs. Right now I only have like 2 right now, so need to work on that some more. But this is what we got so far. And then we got the caves a la, you know, Minecraft-ish. There will be ore spawn down there eventually, and some monsters and fun stuff to actually incentivize you to go down there. I'm trying to digitize my company. The stream went well, but I'm spent. I'm gonna go chill for now, enjoy streaming. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the raid. Thanks for stopping by. Feel free. Feel free to leave at any time if you need to. But yeah, the loop of the game will be something along the lines of you spawn into a world at level 1, you know, I'm gonna have classes, you know, several classes to pick from with a bunch of abilities, combat similar to something like vanilla WoW. And so you'll run around, level up, and then you can recruit any colonists that you find, and you can start to do like the building system once you get some resources and stuff. Why doesn't it work in this world? That's so strange. Oh, it's because I respawned and it like broke everything. Well, I have building, I promise. And you can go around and collect resources. I have dynamic tree chopping. So these are actually static meshes that get transformed into dynamic meshes. And then you can chop them. If the animation actually hits it properly, you can actually chop them wherever the axe connects. And yeah, eventually it'll fall. I have no sounds for it right now, though. Get down in there. There it goes. And yeah, so you build out a little colony. They'll have like needs and desires and skills. You can put them to work and stuff like that. So that's the part we're working on today. And roguelite, so when you die, you'll start over at level 1, and there'll be some form of meta progression that I haven't really done anything along those lines. I just know that I want that. And then I do have proof of concept. It's some AI generated quests. But I don't see any colonists around right now to check that out. A lot of work still to be done. Yeah, that's a little bit of the game. I'm going to switch back over to the test level. Figure out what I want to do about my tasks. So yeah, the problem is that we're setting the new building before the state tree has a chance to respond. When we want to build multiple buildings in a row. So I think I just need to like put that afterwards, or potentially only if we are here. And then, yeah, I won't even need to do that part. If there is no building... If there is no building, or it's... I guess if it's not, or if it is built, I get a new one. Because I guess I will check if task is finished here. But the task isn't finished, but I do want to return success. But it will have been set to moving already by this point. I think I need to just move this to... Let me undo. Yeah, if it's not equal to target, we excuse me, we automatically set it. I guess let's do not equal to target, and there is no task to handle target actor. Would that work? Because then it would keep the old one that is constructed. Skip that. Would get here. It is built. The task would be in progress. I mean, it could be failed, but basically it's in progress here. Let's see if he can build and walk to multiple things now. Join my colony. Construct within radius, and I'm gonna select forever. Go. Uh-oh. Okay, we did get here this time. Okay. That is what we wanted. Okay. He walked away. Okay, so wait, what's your task now, buddy? Did you get rid of it? Okay, I reset the task. Is that C? C++. Unreal Engine C++. And I forgot that I do an exit state here and I reset the task. I should only do that when I finish it. I think. And if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just do it here. And it's like there's no point to set it to finish because I'll just set it to empty immediately. Now let's see what happens if but it returns succeeded, so he'll get stuck in a loop of trying. If I don't reset the task, he'll get stuck in a loop. So I have to do this here. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Okay, stop. We can still reuse this. You've got two things that you still need to do there, buddy. I think forever is kind of a bad term there. It should be until done. Really. Yay, he did it. Yay. All right. All right. Okay, let's see how much he can do. Stress test time. Oh, he's still got... Oh, I didn't reset the task. He still had it. Oh, he still had it. He's going... Oh, he's going so hard. Look at him go. Oh, look at him go. Oh, he's walking into the building and doing it. Oh my goodness. I didn't even mean for that to happen. He just needs some animations, and that'll look pretty fucking good. The task was supposed to have reset, though. It was supposed to have reset. I guess it didn't. He still has the task. Yeah, that was nice. It was so nice to see him walk up on the stairs, because like the nav mesh rebuilt once the building's completed. So he was actually able to walk up on there. And again, he doesn't have any collision on him at all. So it's all my velocity processor and my own gravity processor that like handled that, which is nice to see. It's set to task failed. Why is it set to task failed, huh? Failed successfully, I suppose. And then let's turn off the, I want to turn off the interaction points too, the debug drawings on the interaction points. Yeah, so let's, let me stop and clear this. We'll find out why you failed. Don't you worry, we will find out why you failed. So he's gonna idle for a second. There we go. Invalid building actor is what happens. So we reach here. I don't know, is that a failure or a success? Because it might be, that could be considered a success. Like if there's no more buildings left, it's a success. It's really only a failure if it's target. Which I don't think would ever happen, because you have to like click on one. Task to handle. Task target type equals target. Else, basically the same thing. Well, I guess we can do it here. Vlog entity. I'll just say no more buildings. No more buildings to construct. And I guess I need to reset there. But really I should just, it should maybe be an else here. It's not equal to target and there is no... Yeah, maybe it's more clear to put that here, because that should... Yeah, maybe it's more clear to put that here, although then it wouldn't be clear at this point what the failure case is here, although this shouldn't happen. So this is like, if this happens, something went wrong kind of thing. Yeah, and I guess we just have to set that. We're never going to set the task to finished, I guess. Which is a little strange. Like, I do want to eventually keep like a log of these tasks somewhere. So I think at this point is when I'll like take this task, copy it into the log, you know, then reset it or something like that. And that way you can like kind of look at... Oh, damn, dude. Our poor on-call has gotten paged twice in the past 2 days. Yikes. Do. Derby. I am making this solo. Yes. Damn. Okay. I just ran something. I forget what I did. Oh, it was the... Oh, yeah. That the task is supposed to reset. I'm not even checking radius right now. I should. Okay, so when I put something else down, he shouldn't build that. He should continue his wander task. Good. Good. Yeah, he correctly does not have a task at the moment. Okay, that's good progress. That is good progress. Now, the... Yeah, the implementation of the within radius part, which I'm not doing. Which I am not doing. I guess I need an option for like all, right? So do task, construction, within area. I could do within area, that would be fun. I wrote this whole like voxel algorithm for that. I haven't even done anything with it yet. Construct, target. Yeah, there should just be like all, which is what forever means, right? And eventually I'll have like required construction skills and stuff. What is this? This is the same shit that just happened. Again, transform data. State tree. Referencing object is state tree colonist. Transform data is getting garbage collected. It obviously has something to do with what I just wrote, because I have not seen this happen before. I mean, it has to be this transform data. I don't get it, though. I don't get it. Right, I'm not doing, well, I guess I'm doing it here. I'm doing it there as well, but like I am checking if it's valid first. I don't need the mutable version, first of all. I guess it could be in here as well. I don't know, I need to change all of them to weak object pointers though. That's something that's on my list of to-dos, so that'll fix the issue of it getting garbage collected when it shouldn't be. Rather, I think it's failing to garbage collect is probably the issue. Like it should not be garbage collecting this. Oh, it's a struct? What? How is this being referenced? Transform entity data. Weird. God, the state tree is so fucky, man. Anyways, this is working fine. If we ignore that. If we ignore that, this is working fine. Yeah, I wonder if my construction handlers, or rather my task handler, should have a... Excuse me. They should probably have a... I'm thinking of... Because a common piece of functionality is going to be get task targets, basically. I'm in the wrong class. We want this one. So we want a blueprint native event, blueprint callable, e state tree. No, we don't return e state tree run status. What do we return? Maybe bool? Return bool for get valid targets, task targets. Do I return these sorted lists for these? Because I suppose what I would want to pass in here, I think just colony data. Probably would need to pass in entity as well. It should be const. Entity colony data. I don't think I need to interact with payload here, but I do want some like T-array of actor pointer references. Target actors, and then a T-array of U actor component, I guess. Target components. Oh, but I guess I need the instances as well. Morning, fellow drongsters. Yes, welcome to the drong pit, Adder. Welcome in. Good morning. Oh yeah, we're like fucking dead right now. Get valid task targets. Yeah, I get, but there's gonna be like a ton of actual logic there. And I suppose I need the instances as well. This just be get task target. I think this should maybe just be get task target. And then that way I can call it from the is task finished. Pass in the colonist task handler. And then within here, I can be like, if task handler dot get, if we don't have any get valid task targets. I would need to pass in an entity. I would need to forward it through as well. Get valid task targets, entity, colony data. And honestly, that could probably be a quicker check too. If I just do, if it doesn't actually fill out the information. But just like, is there any more targets really? But then there's going to be kind of repeated logic. Oh my god, man. Yeah, let me think about this. Yeah, there is going to be common logic for getting the task target. And I could have like a function for like, is task target valid, which would be a little bit more efficient. Called from within this is task finished. But it also means there may be some slightly repeated logic, and that I would need to fill those out for every single task in the future. Yeah, maybe we just don't. Maybe we don't worry about calling that from in here. It would just be nice to have that handled automatically by each task. I guess that's why I wanted to do that. Each task type. Because then I could put both of these rather in the well, maybe not that one. Although I could have a static variable for that. I could put both of those in the parent. I could put both of those in the parent. So that could be nice to automatically handle. Can you explain what you're coding right now? I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain and AI generated quests, and I am working on the state tree tasks, which is the solution that I'm using, the framework within Unreal Engine that I'm using to handle my colonist logic. And I'm working on like, what we're looking at is like a construction task. But I'm trying to think of like, because this is like the first task that I'm writing with this system, so I'm trying to think about like how I want the overall system to be architected to set myself up for success in the future. I'm just trying to think about getting the task targets, which like for the construction task would be like all the buildings he can construct. And there's, you know, the player can represent what they want the colonist to do in the form of like, go construct this certain building right now. Or they could be like, go just construct buildings within a certain radius. Or they could be like, go construct all buildings in this colony, belonging to this colony. So thinking about all those different scenarios and how I would want those to be handled in the future, I would like a lot of it to be as automatic as possible, so I don't have to, you know, redo all the logic for all the different task types, you know, planting crops, that kind of stuff. It'd be nice to just have a set of functions that I can just override to supply the required information, and then have the option to override them and do custom logic, which I'll need to do, but... This game will be so fire. Yeah, in like 5 years, I'm sure it'll be kind of cool. Should I do this before task finished? Let me think about that. Should I do this before we check if the task is finished? I was actually kind of hoping to put task finished there so we didn't check for the closest buildings. It's like, yeah, if we've met our target, I wouldn't want to do that kind of expensive logic. Is task finished? I mean, this is... Maybe I should just rename this. I should rename this. Rename it to... This is more so just a... Is duration target met? Okay, let me think about this. I want to put a static. Should it be static? No, I guess it would just be F colonist or E colonist task type. No. Type. Task type. That is what I would, yeah, we would need to include that, wouldn't we? That is the default. But then shouldn't I be able to override that? I guess I would need to do it in the constructor, right? Or I guess it would need to be a function. Yeah. Okay, so hang on. Blueprint callable. And this would return E colonist. I guess it would need to be T enum as byte, E colonist task type, get task type, and we can just inline that for most. Just return that inline. What are you mad at? Definition will be generated and should not be specified. Wait, what? Oh, right. I need to do the impl because it's a blueprint native event. Okay. Thinking about if I want these to be done in blueprints. I guess I would want it to be a U property. 2 sets. I guess I would want it to be a U property, but then how would I override that in C++? I'd have to be in the constructor, which is kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Edit anywhere. Blueprint, read only. Yeah, task type. And then here, constructor. Kind of annoying, but it's fine. Can I inline a constructor? I forget. And then do the task type. There we go. Can I do that? It doesn't like that, huh? Task type is not a member of initialized class. Wait, I have to do it in the body? Is that what you're... I mean, yeah, I guess so. Not a huge deal to, like, override that, so... Not a huge deal. Yeah, task type, that's good. So let's actually, in the default implementation here, we can now do this. And we don't need to repeat some logic here. Yeah, import those. And I guess calling this... If it's not equal to running, right, is when I would want to return it. Can I call the super here, or do I have to call it? Yeah, I can call super there. Okay. If parent result not equal to running, yeah. And we'll already have the log from the parent, so we can just do that. Okay, so that avoids a little bit of repeated logic. So just like, yeah, get that out of the way a little bit. That logic's going to be pretty much the same. And rather than not equal to construct, not equal to task type. Invalid task type. I guess I should explicitly call for none. Either one. Invalid task type, and let's just, I guess we can log that. And I'll change this log to be more specific. I want to handle task duration target met. I wonder if I should get the class name here. That might be helpful now that it's generic. And then the rest is good. The rest is good. Okay, so there's a little bit of reuse done there. And I guess now I'm thinking of putting the get valid task targets in there. Wait, how am I setting the... Oh, I set it from the, I set it from blueprints. Yeah, it gets passed in. Never mind, never mind. It's not equal to target and dash to handle dot task target actor. Closest unbuilt buildings, which would be the overridden get valid task targets. Target actors, we would need some output, or I guess like... Should it just be called like fill target actor? Or fill target, or fill interact payload or something? Return pool, call it like... Or like set interact target. Set interact target actor components. It's because I need the whole interact payload there. Yeah, because you know, yeah. You give it the same signature. Fill, maybe just call fill interact targets or something. Fill interact. I don't know. Is set better? Fill interact target info. I don't know. That sounds fine, I guess. Return a bool for whether it's successful or not. So build the default here. Shooting and damaging logic? No. Colonist task logic. And so I want to override this in fill. Yeah, give me that. Set better. Yeah, but to me set means set a specific member or like a specific thing, and it could be setting multiple. That's why I chose fill, because it would be setting potentially multiple values on the interact with payload. But it's intentionally for setting the target information. For what they're supposed to interact with. Yeah, set to me is, it reminds me of a setter in terms of like I am setting something specific from within this. That's why I went with fill. Or maybe calculate. I use calc interact target info, but that implies that it's just coming up with the data and then not doing anything with it and just returning it, which this is not. It is specifically setting some information. I'll roll with fill. Fill. So that's by default going to return false. And then within the instruction handler, this logic the task to handle. I would need to get the entity location. The fucking entity subsystem. And then I should fill out the interactables here, I think. Return. Ooh, but I guess I don't know. Oh shit, let me think here. Let me think. Should I return state tree run status here? Because if I returned, like, if we filled it or not, right? Okay, so let's return, we would turn false here. We would return true here. But really, we would just return false at the end if nothing else happened. And we wouldn't do here. We would handle that outside. And then if task target type is target, it should already be set. So let me actually just set, let me check this here. Task to handle dot task type equals, or no, task target, target type equals target. Then we would want to return interact with payload dot, or no, the task to handle dot task target actor, and then probably set the interact with payload interact with task target actor. Okay, the actor should already be set. Else, I guess it's, I already have the else here. Else if there already is a task target actor on, where am I gonna fucking call this from? Where am I calling this from? We would like get rid of this basically. Because I would get here, if there already is one, then we don't need to do anything about it, I guess. But that would be specific for both of these cases, maybe. But I guess I still need to, I'm like resetting the payload basically, so. Well, no, because I'm passing it in by ref now, so I don't need to like reset things if it's already like. It's already set. So if I already have a task to handle, am I updating the task to handle in here? I guess I fucking am. I have to go now though. It's 11. And I have work to do. So I have to get going. Damn, I really wanted to figure this out, what I wanted to do here, because I just want to be able to like do as much as possible automatically for each task that I spin up. I was like trying to make it generic, but yet still handle the specific cases. It's gonna be difficult. What's the name of the music, sir? It's in the player. It's in the music player. The bits and hits on YouTube. Let's see if anyone is streaming. Stevie Ray Drawn. What's the news, guys over there? She rated us yesterday. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. A little short stream today. I gotta do a bunch of stuff today that I'm not looking forward to. Okay, so yeah, take care everyone. I gotta go. Have a good rest of your day. Hopefully some long streams this weekend. So tomorrow and Sunday. See you guys. Hasty, Adder, Draconin,